Hello, I hope everyone is having a good day today. Today's going to be something a little different. I'm going to have a little fun with this. I watch another YouTube channel called Camera Conspiracies. It's with a guy named Casey, and he does all these camera reviews, comparing lenses, all kinds of stuff. But he's a bit of he likes to be a comedian, and he's funny. And someone sent him this question, and I want to answer it today. So I'm going to read you the question and read you what he said immediately afterwards. The question is, imagine there is no YouTube, no social media. No one will ever see your footage or pictures except you. What camera would you buy purely for your own enjoyment, and what would you film? And his immediate response was, this is the deepest, most profound, mind-shattering question I think I've ever seen. Also utterly pointless to think about because it's not reality. I hate you for it. So today we're going to ask and answer that same question. For me, answering this question was really simple. What I would choose and why I would choose it, and for a couple of different reasons. I would absolutely 100% choose my phone, my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I know a lot of people go, that's not a camera. It is to me, and I love the pictures it takes. I love working with it, and I think I love working with it the most because it is the most versatile of all my cameras, to where I can do super wide shots, I can do zoom ins, I can do macros, I can do stuff that's brightly lit or dimly lit, or whatever, motion, whatever. It lets me film however I want to film. And what I would film is also pretty simple. I would film sunsets, the same thing I already filmed. I like filming sunsets for the fact that both in the moment of filming them, I'm enjoying myself. So even if I'm not snapping a picture, whatever, I'm enjoying that time with the camera. But also afterwards, I can look back at the footage or the photos and go, wow, that was a great day. I really enjoyed that. Or, after this day, this happened. I remember it being very warm. I remember a deer running across or something like that. So I love these hypothetical questions. I love the fact that it asks if no one would ever see your creativity, see your work, see whatever you're doing. And I've asked DJs even about this. If no one knew who you were, if it wasn't about the crowd in front of you, would you still be a DJ? And I think a lot of DJs would not. I think they're all about being seen. Look at me, look at me. And a lot of people who have that kind of performer, entertainer mindset, it's about being seen and being validated for what you do. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I really wonder what people would do if they didn't have that or need that. If no one would ever see you perform, if no one would, like this, no one would ever see the pictures you take, no one would ever see what you do, would you still do it? And if so, how would you do it? Because for me, that's one of the things that I learned about when COVID happened, when it shut down. I kept getting up each day and I was creative. And that was one of the things that I learned, that is my fire that burns underneath, is the chance, the opportunity to get to be creative. I think it's why I DJ, because it's very creative. You're working with a live audience, and song by song by song, I'm constantly having to check the audience and see which direction we're going and see if I need to change the music, if they like this halfway through the song. If they don't like it, I have to mix something out. It's about that constantness of the creativity, and that's why I think I like that. But would I keep doing that stuff if no one paid attention? I would still mix if there wasn't an audience, because I love mixing. I would still take photographs for me because I love taking photographs. I would still create stuff on the computer because I love the process of creating computers. So that question was really easy for me to answer, simply because of the fact that I know that I would still keep doing what I'm doing. And that's what motivates me to try to make more out of the stuff I'm doing, is because I want to turn this more into an income, to where I'm making a living off of this so that I can keep doing it. I don't have to do something else to make money, to then, when I'm off the time that I spend doing that, as I talked about in my book, The Creative Virus, about the day job. I don't have to work the day job to make money to have time to go do the creative stuff. I want it all to be part of that. I want my life to be creative, and why I talk a lot about the full-time creative life, and what I'm probably going to keep striving for the rest of my life, even if, at some point I have to take a day job or whatever. It's all still my goal for all of that. So which camera would I use? What would I do if no one's paying attention to me? pretty darn close to what I'm doing now. And I hope that this question helps you find direction in your life. No matter what you do, even if you do it for the performance, do it for the audience, that reaction, there's nothing wrong with that. But to know for a fact what you're doing really, really, really makes a difference. And to know why you're doing it just lets you sit down in that moment and do it. So again, I hope this helped. Until next time, take care and God bless. This video is sponsored by immj. For all my print-on-demand creations like t-shirts, mugs, posters, original photos, my book, The Creative Virus, or what gear I use, visit the shops on immj.com or my Amazon, eBay, or Etsy stores.